for Selena. They were not saying that. Who's that? Is that Selena?
Alright, hey guys, it's Selena and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I'm working with sun right now, so I'm trying to use the best lighting as I can quickly. Just to open up, I want to say that I already opened the package. I opened it the day I got it immediately because I just wanted to make sure that everything inside the package was at least, you know, sealed properly and there was no messes, because, you know, just of like horror stories I've heard of people ordering any other types of nail kits that, like, you know, stuff was been open and spilled or half open. So I wanted to make sure that everything was at least good to go before I did this. So we're gonna hop over to the video where I recorded me opening it and we'll get back here again. Alright guys, so I just received the package and I wanted to show you guys what the box looks like. This is it, straight out of my Amazon box. The condition of it was alright. I see a few scrapes and scratches, as you can see, but nothing major really. And now you are about to watch me struggle to open the box with one hand. And here I am still struggling to get it open with one hand, but I did manage to get it out. Okay, first thing that comes out, oh, it's a little bit. Here seems to be some stuff on it, don't know what that is. It's like powder almost, like everywhere. Interesting. A tool. A lot of scratches and scrapes on it. Scratches and stuff on this one. I sped up the video here because it was taking up a lot of time, but I basically wanted to open each tube just to make sure they were all properly sealed. So as I was doing this, I was mentioning that the tubes kind of seem pretty small, but then again, you know, it's a starter kit, so I feel like it's a good amount, and you get 3 different shades, so hey. These are the dual forms. The file that it came with 2 different grits. These are the top coat and base coat bottles. They were also very dusty and all scraped up. What I was trying to say here is that the lamp is pretty scratched up on the top, and I was even trying to show you the dust on my finger that I was able to get off of it. I went and got my laptop so I can plug in the lamp to show you guys that it does work. I used the instruction manual to try and show you the color underneath. It does come as a USB, so you will need to get like the plug-in piece to put into the wall, so that's just a heads up little tip. And this is the instruction manual because I didn't show it before. Okay, so that was the unboxing of it, and as you saw, there was a lot of like well, before that I realized I forgot to open the tool. So this is the tool, right? It has the little like spatula on one side. There we go. Spatula looks kind of fine. It does have a little like smudges and stuff on it. Oops. And then the brush portion of it. Are you gonna get that? No. Okay, cool. That's that. So today we are going to actually try it out And like I said before, when I was opening it, there was a lot of like scratches and kind of like dust everywhere. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it now. Probably. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you can see it like all along it, almost as if someone had already used it and it's all scraped up. And just as a reference for like the bottles, they're seriously tiny. Like, this is a regular bottle of nail polish. It's smaller than a regular bottle of like nail polish. So this is the top coat, and then the base coat are also the exact same size. So just so you have a reference of that. So first thing I'm going to do is plug in the lamp, and we're going to get right into doing the nails. So actually, before we start doing the nails, I just want to say that I've been watching like little reviews beforehand. A person I actually saw that used this, that I, you know, like got the idea from to get this from, was from Long Hair Pretty Nails YouTube. Love her YouTube. I watch it all the time for all my nail content. So she recommended this kit. It was cheaper than when she recommended it, but obviously time has changed. That was a while ago she did it. But when she was doing it, or when she does nails in general, I know she usually says that you can substitute your slip solution if you don't have any, or if the slip solution they provide just isn't that great. You can always use isopropyl, like up to 70 something %, I know she said. So I have that here as well. I have cotton swabs. I don't know why, but sometimes they're just always useful for everything. And then I also have a paper towel here as like backup tools. So now we will get into doing the nails. Okay, so I know this isn't going to be the greatest, but I do not have my nail bit with me. I do have an actual drill, but I left it in my car and it's too late to go get it now. So to make up for that, I will be using whatever tools I have around to do what I need to do. I have already wiped my nail down with the 100% acetone just to get it cleaned and dried off. I know this is so wrong, but I'm using the spatula given with the kit to push back my cuticles. And this is what my nail looks like after doing that. Now I'm going to be taking the nail file and lightly buffing my nail to get rid of the shiny surface. This is what it looks like after I've done filed. And just to let you guys know, this is my first time doing a polygel, but I have done acrylic before. Not a professional at it, but I have practice with it. Now it is time to head on to dual forms. The package is pretty easy to open, and I went through and found the right sizing for my nail, made sure that it fit from wall to wall. This dual form seemed to fit perfect, so the next step up was to put on base coat. You may not be able to tell here, but I did put an even coat of base coat on right before my device died. Right, so the device I was recording on just died, so right now I am using my phone. I'm still carrying under the lamp. It does spike up in heat, so I had to pull my finger out quick, but I put it back in for a little bit longer. And I think it should be done now. Now you can really see like the scrapes on this. And it came out just like this. Turn this off. You can see my pinky nail a little better here with the base coat on, but it was still a little tacky and I wasn't sure if that was okay. So I put it back under the lamp for quite a bit longer. I want to say that I had my nail under the lamp for at least a minute or maybe even more. I'm not too sure. I wasn't keeping track of time. Audio was pretty bad on this part, so to reiterate what I was saying is that since I do have experience with acrylic, my plan here was to use a dual form just to give me length enough to have like a tip, and then I was going to build up acrylic over it to build up the apex. So I will be taking my slip solution, and the color I'm choosing today is the dark pink. It was a bit sticky when opening it up, but that was expected because it is polygel. I laid out a paper towel just to make sure that it can catch any mess that I make, and then I will be taking the slip solution and using the top of it as my dampen dish, if you want to call it that, because that is one way that you can do that. I was also trying to point out that it does have a small opening at the top just to make sure that you don't have to make a huge mess when pouring it out. So the first thing you want to do is definitely get the spatula wet so that the polygel doesn't stick to it, and then you put it right onto the dual form. It was pretty simple to do, and the color is really pretty. After wetting up the brush to loosen the bristles, I started patting down the polygel, and it was pretty easy to do. It wasn't too sticky and it wasn't too stiff or too runny. I was able to move it around pretty easily, and I was liking the way it looks. If you ever want to see how things are going, you can always flip the dual form upside down and look at the other side to make sure that you have the shape you want. I did have a little bit of empty spacing on the side, so I kept going back to fill that in, and I was pretty much good to go. When placing the dual form onto your nail, you want to make sure you press down hard enough to get the polygel on your nail, but you don't want to press too hard so that everything spills out from the side. But it is okay if you do get some spillage, because you can use your brush, dip it in the solution, and wipe off the excess polygel on the sides. I just realized that I'm explaining this as if it's a tutorial. I'm not a professional in any way, but I am just explaining how I did it, so that if it does come out decent enough, then maybe some beginners can follow along. But again, I am not the greatest at this, so by all means check out other people, but watch this, enjoy, and see how it comes out. So while curing this under the lamp, there was a heat spike once again, so you do have to be careful for that. But it didn't take too long to cure. I cured it for a little bit on the top of it, and then I went back and flipped my hand upside down to make sure that underneath it could cure properly as well. Alright, so I've cured it for what seems like over a minute now. So this is it coming straight out. I'm gonna just pop, squeeze as they usually say, and pop it off. I could have sworn I did it for over a minute, so I hope it's done now. It seems as easy as just pinching and taking it off, but hello. Oh, there we go. Oh, that kind of scared me. I thought I did something bad. Okay, not bad. Pretty soft feeling still. Alright, well, the cuticle area is not that great, as you can see. It kind of is lifted over there, but it's a start. The underneath came out pretty well, but it's a start. So at this point here, I'm trying to show you each side of the nail to show that it did cover from wall to wall. And in inspecting it, I decided that I did not want to go ahead and build upon it to build the apex. But I mean, it looked pretty solid and was holding pretty good, so I said, hey, why not? Because of that, I do have the expectation of the nail breaking over the trial period that I have right now, but if it doesn't, then I will be pleasantly surprised. At this point, I started filing my nail. I went for the coffin shape because that's the shape I like. I went ahead and put on the top coat, and I do want to let you guys know that the top coat does smell really strong. It kind of stinks. And this is my final results. It was pretty easy to file, guys, like really easy. Alright guys, so based off of my first impression, the kit seems really fairly easy to work with. I did it so far, whatever I did so far, at least it was based off of watching YouTube videos. I haven't actually stopped to read the directions. I know you're supposed to, but oh well. My expectations are for it to break, like I imagine it would, because again, I didn't put another layer, since you got to build the apex. So I didn't build that, but so far it does seem very sturdy. I was able to get it pretty like natural looking in terms of the cuticle, I feel like, at least. I don't think you'll be able to tell at all, but yeah. So yeah, again, the kit was fairly easy to do. So far I do recommend it. The one downside I would say is the way it came out of the package. There was a lot of scrapes and scratches and dust. I don't know if that's just from the factory in which it was getting made in, but when you're paying money for something in general, you kind of want it to come out decently, and I spend a decent amount of money, I would say, on this. So yeah, I would have, because of that, I would probably give it like a 4.5 stars right now. Yeah, so I will see you guys in a few days, or whenever I'm ready to give you the update on this one nail. So it's been exactly 1 week and 4 days, and the nail finally broke, which I feel is a very long time for the nail to even hold on to when it wasn't really equipped to be lasting that long. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the update. I don't know what happened to the nail because I'm making this outro before then, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and like, comment, and subscribe. I know those are the words that all YouTubers say, so I'm saying it, but do what you please, do what makes you happy, and stay safe, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Salinas.